Now let's practice asking questions with was and were. Remember to use verb plus subject in questions. Was she there? Was it rainy? Were they there? Were the students happy? In questions for information, use question word plus verb plus subject. When was he here? Why was he here? Where were you? How was the party? With the question word who, we can ask about the subject. We can ask who plus verb. Who was that? Who were those people? Listen as Flavia, Andreia, and I talk about photos on our phones. Hey ladies, how are you today?
Good, and you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
All right. Today is a nice day.
Yes.
It is nice. What's the weather like?
Warm.
It's warm. Yeah, you can tell we're all, what are we wearing?
T-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirts. We're all wearing t-shirts. But I have a sweater also. I have a sweater today. Why?
Wind.
Wind.
Because the wind is...
Wind. Wind. Windy.
Wind.
Because it's windy.
Because the windy.
Because it's...
Because it's windy.
It's windy. Yeah. So it's warm. We're wearing t-shirts. But it's windy.
Yeah.
Because it's windy, I have a sweater. Yeah. And I was driving here and I wore sunglasses. Why?
Why? Because have a summer. It's have a sun.
There's sun and
It's sunny.
it's sunny, right? So it's windy, it's warm, and it's sunny. And I wore sunglasses because it's sunny. Yeah. But it's a beautiful day. It's a nice day. It's spring. Good. Ladies, I have my phone. I always have my phone. Do you have your phones today?
Yes.
Yes. On my phone, I have a lot of photos. Do you have a lot of photos? Or a lot? I have like 700, 800 photos. I don't know. How many photos do you have? 100? More or less?
Less.
Less.
100.
I have like 700, so I have more. Do you know how many?
I don't
Around
know.
100, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe 100 photos?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to look at our photos and you can ask me questions. These photos are all in the past. So you can ask me about where I was, right? When it was. So for example, there's a photo. Oops. What questions can you ask?
Where you stay? No.
Let's use, do I do you was, you were?
You was, you were.
Do I say you was or you were?
You were.
You were. So what's the
You
question?
Where
Where
were you?
were you? Where were you? I was at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is my first time. I was at the Grand Canyon. You can ask another question. This wasn't yesterday. This wasn't last month. What question can you ask?
How long?
Maybe how long, or can we make a question with when?
When was it?
Yeah, you can do when was, I'd say when was that?
That?
Or you could say when were you there? When was that? When was that? When were you there? So what can you ask me?
When was that?
I think that was maybe 2016 or 2007, I forget. 2016 or 2017, okay?
Okay.
Let's do another question. What's the question?
Where were you? Where were you?
I was on vacation and I was in Wyoming. Wyoming. The state of Wyoming. Yes, Wyoming. It's in the west.
Oh.
Wyoming. Yeah, I was in Wyoming. And you can also ask questions about people.
Who were you?
Okay, you can, who were you with, or who was with you? Who were you with? Who was with you?
Who was with you?
Ask me again.
Who was with you?
My family. I was with my family in Wyoming. Okay. One more. Oh, there we go.
Where were you?
I was, can you tell?
Wow.
Where was I?
California?
So the whole sentence?
You were in California?
Yeah, I was in California near the Hollywood sign.
Wow.
Question about time?
When was that?
I think that was last year? I think last year. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my memory. Last year.
Who were with you?
Who?
Who was with you?
My family, my husband and my 2 children. We were in California just for the day. Just for a day. And we said, let's see the Hollywood sign. So, yes, this was in Hollywood. Good. Right. Do you have photos? Can you share a photo?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. First question.
Where were you?
I was in Main Beach.
Oh, that's at Midland Beach. Is that your dog?
Yes.
So you and your dog were there. When was that? Was that this year?
Yes, this year.
Was that this month in April?
No, last month.
So you can say this was
This was last month.
or this was
Yes.
this was last month. Okay, nice, very pretty. Who was with you?
My husband was with me.
Very good. Yeah, very nice. Is there another photo you can share?
Where were you?
I was in front of my house. It's snow day.
It was a snow day.
Snow day.
It was a snow day. Yeah. So what can you ask?
When was that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? It was in the winter.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. Okay.
I think it's in December.
I think it was.
Was in December.
Okay. Good. I love snow.
Uh-huh.
Good photo. Okay. Do you have a photo to share?
Yes.
We say at the beach. I was
At the
at Revere Beach.
I was at the beach.
Who was with you?
No, who is my friend?
That is your friend?
Yes.
Is that your dog?
No, a dog is my neighbor.
Oh, so you switched around. It was
It was
my neighbor's dog.
my neighbor's dog.
It was my neighbor's dog. Question about time?
When was that?
In the last week.
It was last week. It was.
It was last week.
Oh, nice. Good weather.
Yes.
Was it cold?
No. We
Windy?
It was.
It
Wind.
It was
Windy.
Windy.
It was windy. Yeah. Nice. Do you have another photo?
Where were you?
I was in public garden.
The public gardens. Is that in Boston?
Yes.
Okay, so you were in Boston. Nice.
And the lake.
Oh, that's a lake?
Yes.
You were on the lake?
Yes.
On the ice?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
On my face.
Were you scared?
Yes.
A little?
Yes.
Yeah. What other questions can you
When
ask?
was that?
Yeah.
I don't remember the day. In the winter,
You said it was in the winter.
yes,
In the-
December,
January.
January.
So maybe December, maybe January.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who were you? No. Who were you with?
You.
You know. Were you on the lake too?
No.
No. So I'm trying to
Take a
go to the lake.
picture.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that's scary. Okay, ladies, you asked me questions with when, where, who. There are two more question words. Whose, whose. Whose, whose. They sound the same. Whose, whose. Mm-hmm. You can ask me, who's that? Whose is really two words. What am I asking? Who is that? Right? Who's that? Who is that? So if you ask me,
Who is that?
who is that or who's that?
Who's that?
Oh, those are my children. This is my son, this is my daughter. Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that? Who is that?
Who's that?
Yeah. But whose would be different. You see a dog, and the question you can ask is, whose dog is that? Whose dog is that? And the answer, do you know whose dog it is? Whose
Whose
dog?
dog is that?
That is your dog?
That's my dog. Yeah. So whose, W-H-O-S-E, whose is my dog, your dog, her dog, his dog, right? So it's not my neighbor's dog, it's my dog. Whose and whose. You had a photo of a dog. Whose dog was that?
That is.
That was?
There was my neighbor. That's what is.
That was my
There
neighbor's.
was my neighbor. Is
What do we need here?
dog.
Neighbor's dog.
Neighbor's dog.
Again, whose dog was that?
That is my neighbor's dog.
That was my neighbor's dog. Okay. You had a photo with the dog. Whose dog was that?
My dog.
It was my dog. It was my dog. Very good.
That is my dog.
Yeah, she'll say that is my dog, or that was my dog. But for us, we'll say that was her dog. Can you show us the picture again?
That is.
That was.
That was.
Was or is.
Your dog.
Okay, let's see. That was her. She's going to show one more time. So the question we can ask is,
Whose dog is that?
That is my dog.
oh, see, that was her dog. Or that's her dog.
That is your dog.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you remember quick questions you can ask?
Where were you?
I was at the mall.
The mall?
Yeah.
When was that?
That was like a couple months ago, maybe. Yeah.
Who were you with?
I was with my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
Penguin.
Penguin. Yeah, penguins.
Whose penguin is that?
It was at the store, but then I saw the penguin. I liked it. I got it. It's my penguin. It's my penguin.
It's big.
It's big. I know. Yeah, it's my penguin. So we've been practicing was and were. Let's review all the forms. Was or were. I,
Was.
you,
Were.
she,
Was.
he,
Was.
it,
Was.
you,
Were.
we,
Were.
they.
Were.
Okay, we got it. Okay. So when you ask me questions about the photos, where were you? When was that? Right? Who were you with? Who was with you? Whose dog was that? Think of was and were. Good. That's all for now. Please like and share this video. Subscribe and watch more of our lessons. As always, thanks for watching and happy studies. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.